Good morning, dear students. I'm glad to see you again. Now, we will continue our next lesson from reading and writing. Especially today, we will focus on writing lesson. Now, I'm going to explain, I'm going to teach you how to write formal letters. And in writing section in IELTS and CEFR exam, and especially CEFR exam, you have to write letters. One of the type of the letters is formal letter. And first of all, let's understand what is formal letter. Formal letter is the letter which you can send to the people in an official position or the people you don't know well. And of course, such kind of people and maybe the director of any kind of organization or manager, personal manager or director of studies, and the people you don't know very well. In that case, you can, for example, write the letters for different purposes. For example, you can make a complaint, you can apply for a job course, or you can request, or you can ask any information from any organization, or you can ask an advice from your supervisor. And such kind of purposes you can write formal letters. Now let's begin how to write formal letter and the structure of the formal letter. At the beginning of the letter, you should write a greeting, and a formal greeting for formal person. For example, you can begin of your letter. You can begin your letter with dear or dear madam, because if you don't know the person's name, if you know the person's name, you can write dear, for example, Mrs. Green, or dear Mr. Green. You can write with their names if you know this person's name. And then, you can write after greeting introduction. And in the introduction, for example, in which you write your opening remarks, and mention your main reasons why you are writing to the people and this letter. And after, for example, after writing introduction, after that you can write main bodies. Main bodies also are written in separately and for subtopics, because in rubrics you are given 4, 3, or 2 rubrics, subtopics, and you should write separate paragraphs for each subtopics. And after that, this is a time conclusion. A conclusion in which you write your closing remarks. For example, you can write in conclusion part like, I look forward to hearing from you as soon as possible, and maybe in other words, for example, I hope my ideas will be accepted. Such kind of phrases is acceptable in closing, especially in formal letters. And of course, and at the end of the letter, you should write, for example, ending clauses like faithfully, sincerely, and formal letters, and you can write faithfully and sincerely. One of the important things of formal letter is that you should use present simple for describing, for example, skills, your personal qualities. Like, for example, you can write, I'm a patient, I'm a reliable person, or I can work with young children, I can work with adults. And you can write such kind of words for using present simple, or you can use past simple. For example, to talk about past experiences. For example, I left school in 2003, or I worked for General Motors for 4 years, or you can say that I worked for 5 years at primary school. And also you can use present perfect to talk about recent work or studies. For example, I've been working at school for 10 years. Maybe you can say that I've been learning two languages like Russian, English for 3 months. Or you can say that I have recently finished my secondary school, and you can use other, for example, tenses in order to write your formal letters in different purposes, in different situations. It's up to, for example, the situation, or it's up to the event which you are going to describe. So this is the end of our lesson for today, and I hope it is very important and interesting information about formal letters. See you later. Goodbye.